what you've been through, why you got scars. Since you walked through the door, I've been trying to reach you, 'cause I feel you. What's the story to tell? What's the story behind the mountain you're trying to climb? Think I've heard it before in a movie line. We can write our own ending this time. I wanna say no, but I cannot lie. I'm so curious.
Okay guys, guess what day it finally is. It is time to tackle this mudroom. I've been wanting to do it for a while now, but I also wanted to do it on a budget and try to find the most affordable things I could to completely transform this room. Mark is already in the garage cutting the wood. So we have a new rug for in here. We're going to be painting a lot on the walls. We're adding board and batten. I even got a new shelf for this wall, and we got, sorry, hopefully I'm not making you dizzy. I got some new baskets for down there too. So I cannot wait to bring you guys along with us and show you how it looks now, during, and after. So let's get started. You guys are going to kind of see more the further along we get in this project, but I'm not always like this, but for this one especially, I was all over the place. So I would kind of sand something, I would come back and paint it later, I would sand other things and then paint them later, and I probably would have done a little bit better to have some more order, but I knew I was going to get it done, and it was such a small room that I kind of just jumped all over the place and let whatever happen, and it was fine with me and it turned out great. But if you guys are people who set out to do projects and kind of are super jumpy around like me, you are not alone.
I'm so curious about your life, but you're a stranger trying to hide. What I see is not, you don't deny. I wanna see the rest of you tonight. You and only one is for real. You spin me around and you make believe. Seven you and only me. How can I trust your personality? Seven you.
I had kind of set up in my mind what I wanted to happen in this room, and Mark and I had a kid-free weekend, so we went out and got all of the materials that we needed from Home Depot. I ended up getting this black paint, which I love the color of. It's kind of hard not to love it just because there were only a couple blacks to choose from, and we went with blackout, and this paint is really great. I love it too. And I just wanted to go ahead and pre-paint, I guess, all of the boards that were going to go up on the wall, because once you get them up there, it's really hard to paint them consistently and not have drips and not have it get on the wall that you don't want painted. So this wood, for those of you asking, I bought the absolute cheapest wood you could possibly find at Home Depot. I've used it before and it's done great. And I want to say it was maybe $1 or $2 a strip, like a huge strip. These are cut down. It's just such a good deal, and it adds so much to a room.
It's a call to the ring. I'm throwing up my gloves and knees. My back against the ropes. I got nowhere to go. I'm looking down the slope. I gotta strike a blow. 'Cause practice makes perfect, you know. This struggle got purpose and we grow. So whatever road we have to take next, all I need to know is that we'll roll with the punches.
So when you're doing board and batten, you can pretty much tackle it however you want to. I go around the room and mark at however many inches. I think in this case it was about 47 inches. And I was going around the room and marking that, and then I knew I could paint all around the room up into that point, And then on top of that would be the horizontal wood pieces that I already painted. So it's just a good way to kind of mark what you're doing so you don't go over, because I actually did not have any agreeable gray paint left from when our house was painted. And so I had no room for error. Obviously I can go back to the store and get some, but I really didn't want to mess up. Because Mark and I were kid-free for a few days, we were able to get a little bit of a jump start on this room, and we had to take a little bit of a break because we got the kids back, and you know, life happens and it gets crazy. So we took a day or two off, and then one of my best friends and I decided to go to the beach last minute for a few days, so then that delayed this even more. So then I got home from the beach and finally finished it up. So if you see me in different outfits or looking differently, sometimes I would tackle a little bit during the day, sometimes I would do it at night or the next day. And I don't always love doing projects like that. I like to just kind of knock them out and get them done, but sometimes this is the best you can do when you are feeling super busy. I've had a few of you guys ask me where I got these words from, always come home, and I bought them off Etsy from a shop, and I will try to link that shop in the description box if you guys want to check them out too. But they weren't the cheapest ever, but I just really love them, and I knew I wanted them for the mudroom. But I left them white because I kind of wanted to see if I liked them white first. But once I put them up there, they were not coming down. They were up there so securely, so I kind of had to take that sponge brush and just go through and paint. It wasn't that big of a deal, but it just took a little bit of extra time.
You give me a sign. Give me a sign. Oh, give me a sign. Baby, give me a sign. Just give me one more. You leave me hanging, begging for more. Think that I'm addicted to this, can't resist to be a little risky and go for it, cause I want you close. I'm so exposed when you're keeping me wondering. You know I'd do anything to be in your arms again. So give me a sign.
We had 6 hooks up there, but they were so high and my kids could not reach them, and so I took them down. I'm kind of caulking in the holes, and I'm putting 4 hooks up because if you guys don't know, we have 4 kids and I wanted them to be a little bit lower, so when they come in from school, if we ever go to school, they can come in and just hang their backpacks up themselves and not have to step up on the mud bench. So that was my reasoning for that. Plus I kind of like the less cluttered look, and I feel like taking down the 6 and just putting up 4 was perfect.
Go for this, no more tricks. We could take things slow. Say you think about it too. When the lights go out and there's no doubt that I should be with, that I should be. We've been on and off again and again. I don't know which way we're going, no control. You push me, then you pull me back in. We've been on and off again and again. I don't know which way we're going, no control. You push me, then you pull me back in.
I originally had planned to shiplap this beadboard here on the right because I don't really love the look of beadboard, but I think once I painted it, Mark told me to just paint it and see if I liked it, and I realized I liked it. I think I just don't like white beadboard, so it turned out perfectly, and I was really happy that we didn't have to put up more shiplap.
I wanna go all in. So give me a sign. Yeah, give me a sign. Yeah, give me a sign. Just give me a sign. Baby, give me a sign. Give me a sign. Just give me a sign. Just give me a sign. Give me a sign. Just give me one more.
going out with you tonight? Are you close to here? I'm feeling down, I don't know why. No, it's so surreal. Think I want you here. Oh, 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 oh.
My cousin and her husband and their 5 kids are actually on the way right now to stay with us. They should be here in the next few hours. And I'm trying to get these voiceovers done quickly so I can finish straightening up. But I don't know if you guys saw in the background of that last shot, my house was a wreck. I am definitely going to be cleaning up and filming it to get you guys out some more cleaning motivation. And I just wanted to say thank you for even watching today's video, because I know it's a little bit different for me to do a video fully devoted to this, but you guys have loved all of my room transformations that I've done over the quarantine and staying home, and we've basically changed our whole house around. And sometimes it's nice to just break up all the cleaning and try to feel a little bit more sane in the midst of all the craziness. And I love doing projects like this, so I just appreciate you guys so much for even being here and for watching today. Okay, first coat is done, and it definitely looks so good, but you can tell that it needs another coat. So I'm letting this dry. It was a lot of like detail work, so a lot of putting up blue tape around the doors and at the floors and stuff, so that kind of took a little while too, but it really does look good. I still need to do another coat up there too. So all of this is just the first coat, but since Mark and I have a kid-free weekend right now, we are actually gonna go out to dinner and come back to this. Okay, I am back. It's actually been a few days because we decided to go to Florida for a couple days. So I'm back. I just painted the second coat up there and it looks great. That part is all done up there, and I've been doing a few little touch-up spots on this right here, and I'm about to just go ahead and do the second coat on all of the black. It's so tedious though that I don't want to film everything because that would probably bore y'all, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it really quickly, and then we can move on to the part that I'm the most excited about, which is putting up all of the wood accents. Also, it's a rainy day, which is kind of fun to work in the rain. I don't know if y'all can even really tell, and yes, my kids left their toys out. Oh well. I'm gonna paint and then I'll be right back.
I don't wanna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe. Striking the wind up.
Mark and I love a good nail gun. We have had this one, well, we have a brad nailer and a nail gun. I don't really know the difference if I'm being honest, but we've had them for a while now and we have used them for so many projects, and they go on sale pretty frequently at Home Depot or wherever you shop. So you should check one out if you're into doing projects like these. They make your life so much easier.
Wanna drive through the summer night, and when we are old and gray, we'll look back at this summer night. This summer night. Sleeping in the back of a van, roaming in the wilderness. We'll never need a plan. We'll be alright, just you and I. Singing from the top of our lungs, dancing by the lakeside. Gonna do it while we're young.
These are the same strips going down that we used in Ava's room too, and they just make things so much easier. It's actually just flimsy. It might even be plastic. I'm not totally sure, but it works so well. And then you can paint over it. It comes white, but you can paint over it black, and it just makes the project that much easier, because sometimes when you're working with wood and it's not level, or maybe your wall's not level, it's harder to get it to stick all the way. So I love using those for the strips going down. And then I ordered these hooks off Amazon. I think it came in like an 8 or a 12 pack. Love them so much. We decided to do a strip of cedar across this beadboard and then put these hooks up. I will link these for you in the description box too because they are so fun.
Someday we will look back and our hearts will be whole again. I want to remember all that happened to us. 'Cause
I found these fun baskets at TJ Maxx for under here for the shoes, and I have to have soft ones or ones that bend because each of these squares is a different size, so it can't fit the normal little container that could go under there, which is really strange, but oh well. And now I'm just putting up this shelf that we found at Hobby Lobby, and I just always use painter's tape to kind of go across and mark where the holes are and then put them up, and it typically works beautifully.
saw the city passing by my window. Was in the crowd, but I felt so alone. Looked at my phone like every other second. My future was blurry and numb. A tunnel where there's no light. Oh, but then you came and sat right next to me. Your eyes, they glowed and filled me up. We had never met before that time, but I just knew that we'd end up. You took it, took away my...
I wanted to show you guys a couple before shots really quickly before I show you the end result and how crazy of a transformation it is. Mark and I are both so thrilled with the results, and we're happy that we decided to tackle it, and I hope you guys enjoyed it too. It is all done now. I wanted to show it to you guys in the daylight just because it looks so much better during the daytime, but we have everything painted and done. I am so happy with the way it turned out. I love these hooks from Amazon, and Ava actually had an extra pillow in her room upstairs, so I threw it right there, but let me show you guys another angle too. I really love how the board and batten turned out. I think it just looks really, really good in this space. And this shelf right here, we actually got from Hobby Lobby, but we had to kind of modify it because it came down a lot further on each side. So Mark just cut it off right there and cut it off on the other side. And instead of this being right here, he drilled holes up here to move it up, or else the keys were going to be hanging like way down over the board and batten. So I don't think you would ever know if I didn't mention it, but sometimes we buy things and we don't quite measure, but you can get home and just kind of make it your own, and it works out great. I am just really, really happy with this room. I'm so happy it's done, and I love that it is a room that people walk in the door and see. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that y'all have a wonderful day, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.